tough football player is going to have to be helped off the field. And by the way, you'll notice one thing here, and that is the officials will always give the medical people all the time they want to take care of an injury. I remember one, you know which one I'm thinking of, Paul, when you were playing for the San Diego Chargers when Allen, the linebacker, broke his leg out there. Do you remember that one?
I went to the sidelines. I just couldn't believe it. He was good football. He's up with the Seattle Seahawks right now. Let's
talk about Lou Holtz, the head coach of the Jets right here. I chatted with him before the game. Paul told you that he has a 5-year contract, and what they say, a lot of football players go from college to the pros, and Holtz is trying to make the pros act like college players now with regard to their dedication and work. And he said he wants people who act like his rookies are acting out here. Told us his rookies are playing better for him than the veterans are. He said there's something wrong when that is the situation.
Well, you know, the Jets really surprised me because everything that you heard about him coming into this game, Jack, has been they're one of the worst teams in the National Football League. And the way they're playing football this afternoon, the people in New York have got to be very proud of this football team. They came out here, the chances they had to win, if you talk about coming in first or second, they didn't even have a chance to come in third.
And the Jet fans will have their first chance to see their team at home during the regular season next Sunday when Buffalo plays there. And Buffalo won big today. So Holtz has a lot of work in front of him along with his staff. That's sad, isn't it? This game is a tough way to make a living. A lot of glamour associated with it, but when you go down and you get hurt, why, it offsets a lot of the pictures in the paper and other thrills that the players get from performing in this game. There's Mrs. McGill going to ride the ambulance with her husband. And it's confirmed that that is his wife. So onto the stretcher and into the ambulance, and who knows, we might even be watching the end of a football career for a very enthusiastic performer. Let's hope that's not the case. When the ball came loose, Paul, when that ball's rolling around, why, anything goes, right?
Well, it does.
I thought it was a late hit to start with, but I hadn't realized the ball had come loose.
And you know, at that point, the ball was fumbled. Hennigan is alert, and he sees the ball. Now, you see it right here. Now, look at McGill. There's Clark Gaines, number 21. He's also in on the play. But watch right here. There's the ball going down. Hennigan sees the ball, and all he's doing right now is just diving for the football, and it just so happens that his head hit McGill's right there.
Paul, am I right? When we saw him on the stretcher, there was apparently nothing wrong with his legs. Right?
Yeah, what they, you know,
so it's something to the upper torso, but we won't venture any further guess from that. We'll just lay off the guesses altogether.
You know, what I do like to see is that they take all the precautions in the world, and they just, you know, don't rush out and let's you know, the players, let's go help a guy off the field. Let the physicians do it, and let everybody else worry about it later on.
We have an updated score as James Harris has hit Ron Jesse with a 58-yard scoring pass to put the Rams on the board, and the Rams now trail Miami 14-7 with 13 minutes left in the third.
The Jets and San Francisco in the third period. The score is 0-0. By far the best effort so far by the Jets.
With the linebackers, they're just dropping off too far. When you're down to a situation 3rd and 4 and 5, when you drop off and there's a back that you have to cover, you got to take him on. You can't get too far back beyond the line, you know, beyond the first down yardage, so you can make that play. You got to force him right away. Just come right up on the back coming out of the backfield.
Especially on 3rd down. It's a first down now from the 21, and it is Williams. He made contact and then slid inside for pretty good yardage. 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. 2:10 remaining in the third period. That batted pass is the one that might do the Jets in. Washington goes to the right. Willie McGee comes left. The tight end is Mitchell. He's on the left side this time. 2nd down and 6. Williams again, and the hole closed in a hurry as Ed Gallagher got to him. With Richard Neal in on the action.
Boy, Gallagher is strong and fast. He was back to the inside, moving down the line, going towards the off-tackle position. When he saw Johnson cut back to the inside, he made the tackle. Just a good play.
Williams has run for 50 yards and 15 carries. It is 3rd down and 3. He threw in this spot a while back. Plunkett did. This is a delay to Sammy Johnson, and it'll be 4th down.
San Francisco 3. The New York Jets nothing now in the 4th quarter in San Francisco. McGuire, 31-yard field goal.
It's 9-0.
And Austin, number 67. If you don't think these people were doing some holding in here, the rush is on. Elam, just the ball bounces right back up. Hardman is the man that tackled Namath. The ball bounces right back up. Look at Austin holding, number 67. Hardman makes the stop. Elam picks it up and scores a touchdown.
That was the 5th sack today for the 49ers, and they now lead 9-0. Bull puts it down. McGuire makes it 10-0. Luke DeCone closest to you. And Louis Giamona at the top of your screen.
There's Hardman and Weber both back there. Hardman beats Roman. Joe gets back just way too far. Look, you see Hardman get back, and right afterward, he just gets slammed.
What a number he did on him, and Namath is limping. I don't think we'll see him anymore today. Here's Dwayne Carroll punting again. And rather than McGill, it's Bruce Taylor and Anthony Leonard waiting. Not too deep, but high in the air, and it'll be well covered. Oh, it's been touched, and it's a free ball. And it belongs to San Francisco. They got the break. They got the ball back. Jazz Jackson was down there, but Bruce Rhodes got it back for the 49ers.
You saw that 10-0 score, San Francisco.
Here, Plunkett, one of the few he's run today. He's got all the time in the world. Steps up in the pocket. He sees Washington breaking.
Interference, defense, 1st down.
They got their feet tangled. Now, I don't know whether he made any hand contact and push, but he must have, because the other official threw the flag. It's 1st down at the 20-yard sideline. Dragging that right knee a bit. To the left, it's David Knight. Picone to the right. The give is to Marinaro. He broke a couple of tackles and gained about 9 yards on the play before Mel Phillips finally put a stop to it, along with Dave Washington, the linebacker.
Marinaro actually has been on the only offense that the Jets have had all afternoon.
In his 5th year now from Cornell, and he has gained 94 yards and 16 carries.
It's a good day's work.
2nd down and 1. Todd, the rookie from Alabama, 6'2", 210. Good time to throw the ball, wouldn't it, Paul? But no. He doesn't. He gives to Marinaro for a 1st down carry. Did you say no?
Well, when I saw him running, I said no. You know, Jack, it's a tough situation. You're coming into a ball game 17 points down. You're in the 4th quarter, and you see the other quarterback in front of you getting mauled all afternoon, you know, and it come into a game, and he's really not warmed up to start throwing a football. He's got to run some plays. The 49ers know it. I'd hate to be in his position right now.
Fields is the center. Austin and Rasmussen the guards. The fake to Marinaro. Good action. A pop pass to Marinaro. And he gained about 7 yards on the play. You can sure see the difference in the mobility of the 2 quarterbacks, Namath and Todd. It's almost, when we watched Namath, that he couldn't drop quickly enough to throw a screen or anything of the sort, Paul.
All right, like with Todd here now, you got to be a little bit more careful with this man, because he'll come out and run on you. He can dance around a little bit. There's not only making the tackle on Marinaro, but he can move a little bit better than Joe Namath. So they got to contain him to the outside. You can't just take off and run at him. 2nd
down and 2. He is going to throw the ball, and good coverage out there by Mel Phillips. The pass incomplete to Satterwhite. With the 22, 2nd down and 7. Todd straight back. Look out, Richard Todd. He throws. Was it caught? Yes, it was. It is 1st and goal to go. David Knight, with the defender Jimmy Johnson hanging all over him, makes it 1st and goal from 1.5 yards.
Oh, look at this. You talk about a perfect pass. He's got good protection. Hardman's coming from the backside, but Todd gets this off. Johnson's there, but look at this catch. It's perfect.
Now we'll watch Al Krivas, who just checked into the line, the second-year man from Boston College, blocking number 71.
He's sitting there blocking Hart, that's call that slam dunk across the side of your head, isn't it?
First and goal, and a touchdown for New York with Marinaro going across. Marinaro with a touchdown.
And nothing will give a young quarterback more confidence in his team and in himself than being put in a situation like he was here, Todd, and move your team the whole length of the field and score a touchdown.
Look at Namath give him 5. So nice going, kid. The extra point attempt by Leahy, attempting to make it 17-7. 7:21 remaining in the game. That is blocked. Tommy Hart, I believe, is the one who got in there and knocked it down. Well, that keeps the Jets 11 points behind. Backer number 50 getting him along with Hardman. 4:40 left.
Well, the reason I said punt there, Jack, is that they are 11 points ahead. That means that the Jets have to score 2 touchdowns. A touchdown and a field goal just wouldn't help them.
David Knight comes to the left, and Picone is to the right. Todd on second down, fakes the delay, and throws on the screen. What a toss that was to Marinaro. Marinaro still going across the 40-yard line. What a play by Richard Todd, going down, and he threw a sidearm curveball to Marinaro.
You got to love that play. What a move he made.
Hardman again, it was.
This is a screen to Marinaro, and what happened is the rush came so fast, Hart was in there, he pivots back to the outside, Todd, and look at, he's on his way down when he fired the ball.
Marinaro made a knee-high catch and then got some good blocks downfield as Phillips was crumbled. It's a first down at their own 43 for New York. Quickie out here to the tight end, to Castor. That's good for about 3.5 minutes, 3:27 left. Vanderbunt chased him out.
He makes it exciting, doesn't he?
Well, the Jets have made it exciting here today, Paul. That one batted ball that went up in the air seemed to turn the tide when Mitchell caught it, didn't it?
Yeah, and the pass really wasn't.
And the fumble by Namath.
San Francisco 17, the New York Jets 6. That's the fourth quarter score at Candlestick Park. Look at this one.
End of a dream, huh?
Right. 23-0. Denver over San Diego. And Dallas has taken the lead in the fourth period over Seattle. Cowboys 21, Seattle 13.
The Cisco line is just crumbling those quarterbacks.
What you do is you grab a guy like Knight when he comes back in the huddle and you say, look, if I want to stand back here and get killed, at least you can do is catch the ball when I get it to you.
Second down and 10. 2:08 remaining in the game. Score 17-6. The 49ers on top. Satterwhite goes to the right. They play another game, and there goes Elam. Fumble, kicked by Hart. Loose ball, Jets have it. Way back inside the 35-yard line. Rasmussen recovered it. Hart was trying to get on it, and he kicked it. Elam came looping around from the outside, and he nailed him again. Well, Hardman and Elam and Webb and Hart have been shaking hands all day, congratulating each other.
Jack, what's happening is Rasmussen and Roman, 2 people on the left guard and tackle. We'll get to it in a second.
Yeah, the Rams have gone ahead of the Dolphins, by the way, 28-21 in the fourth quarter. For an injury report on Namath. This is the other Johnson, Sammy Johnson. He wants to stay in bounds, and he does with 20 seconds remaining. And now the Dolphins have tied the Rams 28-28 in that game. I will check and see how much time is left. I guess about 4 minutes remaining in that one. (28-28) the Dolphins and the Rams, and this one ends right here. So after a scoreless first half, the 49ers, with Elam picking up a fumble and going on into score, after a batted pass seemed to change everything around. 49ers got on top 17-0. They have won the game 17-6. They have a record of 3.
We'll welcome the folks who were watching the Denver-San Diego game, and we talked before the games today about the fine San Diego offense, but it was not operative today. We'll have more on that later.
We sure will.
Okay, what were we up to? The Washington game, okay.
Oh, we do want to go back to the Washington game. Okay, for those fans who just joined us, the Bears again beat the Washington Redskins 33-7 today. Bob Thomas had 4 field goals. Bob Avellini, the quarterback, ran for 1, threw for another. Walter Payton ran 1 in. All in all, it was a very good day for the Bears. They actually led 33-0. The Redskin touchdown was a Theismann and Jerry Smith effort long after the issue was decided. 33-7. The Bears are now 3-1.
I think Houston probably got a little more than they thought they were going to get from New Orleans today. Hank Stram is beginning to put a team together down there. He, of course, beat Kansas City last week. And with a final minute score, he made it close against Houston. The final 31-26. For a while, it looked as if Houston might blow them out, but New Orleans came back and really tightened it up. A good ball game, that one.
Very good ball game. 57 points scored. That's only 7 more than Buffalo scored alone today. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs 50-17. Paul Wiggin doesn't think it's so funny. His Chiefs are now 0-4. For the Bills, a very good offensive show, including a good show for a man by the name of O.J. Simpson. We're 4 weeks into the season. He waited until the 4th quarter, but he finally got his first touchdown right here, following a Jeff Kinney block. Cuts inside, and this one was late in the game. Simpson got 132 yards on the day. Again, Buffalo a winner. That score 50-17.
Now here's our Would You Believe for today. Would you believe Seattle was leading Dallas at one point 13-0? Jim Zorn had thrown 2 touchdown passes before Roger Staubach got things organized for Dallas. He then threw a couple of TDs.
To play because everybody's looking right at you for the one miss maybe.
Well, I think it is.
Yeah, but you kicked all yours in a snowstorm in the blizzards, right?
But I couldn't see, that's why.
There it is, boy, and I tell you, he really socked it. Let's see if he makes the signal. Dempsey usually gets free. Everybody gets them up.